Louise has been hands-on with Zombie Army 4 at E3 2019. Here is exactly what she thought. Hello, this is Matt and I'm here with Louise.
Hello.
Who has been playing Zombie Army 4 Dead War, and there are no prizes for guessing what that's about.
No, and you can actually see the Nazi zombies that you're currently fighting.
That's an excellent point.
Which was from my footage. So I was obviously at E3. This was a behind closed doors demo of Zombie Army 4 Dead War, which is really exciting because a lot of the 2020 releases we didn't actually get hands-on with. So it was quite nice to be able to get hands-on with this very, very shootery offering from Rebellion. So if you've already played Strange Brigade, you will be no stranger, so to speak, to Zombie Army 4. No cheering at this, please.
It's too late. It's out
where
there.
You have loads of different weapons. You can play. It's multiplayer, and literally it is third-person zombie carnage like never before.
So it's kind of riffing on the same thing that Strange Brigade had of that really sort of immediate fun multiplayer, endless hordes of monsters,
Yep.
And combo building sort of kills. And I mean, you can kind of see it in action. It's not a difficult game to get your head around, but tell us exactly why it's so much fun to play.
So you can play with up to 3 other players, and there is a campaign mode. So the way that the Rebellion were talking about it was you can either play it on your own, which I was doing, which gives it a much more of a sort of survival horror feel because the zombies do not stop coming. They are really threatening. And there's that really good thing about if you played Sniper Elite, the ballistics and the gunplay feels really good. It feels really, really solid. So it feels like everything you do really matters. You know, you just clip by the ear, you're going to miss. It's not forgiving. So it means that when you do get there, when you do get the headshot or the limb shot or the leg shot as you're shooting suicidal zombies literally strapped with dynamite, you really feel like you're doing well. And if you're playing that on your own, you've got the kind of fun of, oh gosh, will I survive? And there's more of a survival horror element. But if you are playing with 4 other people, then you can play, you know, everyone's kind of got their own skills, everyone's got their own weapons. I added electricity to my gun, which was great, which meant when the meter was full, it would shoot out bolts of electricity, which would then fire from zombie to zombie, which was great. So you have a bit more of a fun, more relaxed, amusing experience if you're maybe playing it with 4 people.
Doesn't look that relaxing.
Well, I was playing it on my own, and it definitely wasn't. It wasn't relaxing, but I will say it's very funny. Like this is the sort of comedy horror of the sort of Evil Dead, where they're sort of spurting necks and limbs being lopped off, and the fact that the zombies, once they fall down, chances are they're just going to resurrect and just come back. So even if you take the head off them, you'll find this sort of staggering creature, completely headless, still coming towards you. So it's this kind of thing of they never stop. They can't be bargained with. They can't be reasoned with. It's a lot of fun.
Like sort of rotting Terminators. Existential question: can zombies be suicidal if they're already dead?
What? That is a question. That's a question that we should probably pose to Rebellion,
Yeah.
who have put a number of suicidal zombies. Well, this is all from...
Or in the comments below, go for it.
Or in the comments below, absolutely tell us about that. But this is part of Plan Z, or Plan Z, from Hitler in 1946. Right. So Hitler was defeated, if we're going with the lore here, Hitler was defeated in the previous Zombie Army games, but now he's back for more.
Classic Hitler.
Yeah, so classic Hitler, obviously sending out all the zombies, and this time there are even more. Europe seems to be kind of in ruins. A Rebellion are sort of promising going through the Venetian canals with zombies, which will be really fun.
I don't think I've seen that before ever in a Second World War game. I love that.
I think they've kind of... There's this sort of... The war part seems to have left, and it is now just what's left is endless amounts of undead. And I really love how the zombies react, because obviously we've had World War Z quite recently, where the zombies sort of stacked up on each other and could run. These are much more traditional Romero-style ones, and they come to a sort of ledge, and it's amazing. They just fall off and just flomp onto the ground, and then they get up. So they're kind of like zombie lemmings, but they all that sort of relentlessness I really like. You know, so they're coming towards you and you are sort of desperately popping off shots and switching between weapons, and you can upgrade your weapons as you go. As I said before, you can add sort of electricity and other things, and you've also got this like mega superpower. So June could fire out this like amazing electric fist, and it was just kind of you're doing that thing where you're constantly on the back foot, you're controlling the hordes, but then when they get too close, you've either got your electric grenade, or if you planned in advance, which I never ever did, you've actually got teller mines that you can lay, which a smart person would put at a doorway and then reverse. but I actually didn't do.
Not seeing any of that in this footage.
No, you're not seeing that in this footage. You're seeing the desperate popping of zombie heads, hoping that they'll just stay down constantly.
That sort of reload mechanic really just works perfectly in terms of that desperation as well. They've timed it exactly right, just for like, not so long that it's frustrating, but long enough that you are terrified.
Yeah, the feeling of the sort of being able to reload, that feeling of helplessness and being able to be thankful for finding ammo, they've just sort of placed everything at sort of perfect moments. And it really does just feel like a really interactive B-movie schlock, but in a sort of perfect, well, there's pentagrams everywhere, and like a pentagram will show you your goal of where you're meant to be. You can set traps. I found a giant sort of propeller that, had I turned it on, before I killed all the zombies, it would have sucked in all the zombies. There was also, I think I caught a glimpse of a sort of Thing-style hand creeping along the top of one of the carriages. So they seem to have thrown in lots of really schlocky Easter eggs to have fun with. They know that this is a really ridiculous premise, but they've built a really, really solid foundation, which means you just want to play more. There's this combo meter that fills up on the right hand side, and as that fills up and sort of starts shouting at you that there's more and more, it just feels great. It was good. And it's good to know that, this is a genre that keeps on going, and that they can reinvent it, that they can hone this. I mean, it's not pretending to be anything it's not. It is a really crunchy shooter, but it's a really, really good one.
So it sounds like exactly the sort of game that we'll want to Let's Play when it finally does arrive. Louise, how long are we going to have to wait?
So there's no official set date on it. It says early 2020 for the zombies shambling into place. Hopefully it happens before all the other E3 games arrive.
The game apocalypse.
There's a lot of E3 games arriving around March, April, so February would be nice. Just saying, February, just stagger in, resurrect yourself in February, and that would just be perfect, but who knows.
So if you've got any questions about Zombie Army 4, please pop them in the comments below. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and remember to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you know when our next video lands. Thanks for watching.